Alright, so I wanted to give you an update about that girl that I recently met. And, honestly, I didn't want to make this video, but some of you asking me for an update, some of you were curious of like, how did it go and all that stuff. So basically, I went to his workplace yesterday, and you guys already know that she left me on red and all that stuff, because I sent her a text, and then she sent me a text, but you guys already know it was a weird ass text. And after that, I texted her and she didn't respond. So I went to her workplace and I was trying to make sure that it was her. So, and she was like, yeah, that was me, And so basically it was her text, That weird ass text, it was her text. And she's like, oh, sorry, I went to Georgia to meet my family. I just flew back yesterday and all that stuff. And so this is the girl, by the way, guys. This is the girl that was telling me that she's available. This is the girl that was telling me, like, she's she doesn't have anybody, she doesn't go out with anybody and all that stuff, which is, I kind of already knew it was a BS, because, like, guys, don't believe these women when they say, like, they don't have anybody, bro. They always have somebody. They always have people, like, texting them, try to take them out, try to hang out with them. So just don't take it as face value. Just trust your instincts. Women are like, they're not telling the truth. Women are not designed to tell you the truth. And so basically, she was telling me, like, I'm lonely and all that stuff, and we can make plans. Yeah, hit me up and all that stuff. And I hit her up, and guess what? She left me on red. So that means, like, she's going out with other guys, like, that's just the obvious sign, she's going out with other guys. But so I went to her workplace, and we were discussing and all that stuff, and she was like, yeah, I just saw your text, I didn't even open it. I'm like, yeah, no shit, you didn't open, because it was undelivered, and she opened it and she was like, oh, I forgot to text these other two people too. I'm like, the hell? Who are these other two people? That's the funny thing, bro. Like, it's always something with these women, it's always like something new popping up with these women. And yeah, as soon as she was like, oh, I forgot to text these other people, and I saw her phone, kind of like glance at her phone, and then she didn't even read them. Like, she didn't even open their messages too. And I was like, wow, like, this girl is like full throttle capping about being lonely and shit, bro. She's not lonely, man. She's just, other men are texting her. I mean, this is the thing, man. She's not ugly, This girl is not ugly. Like, this girl is like, I'm not saying she's a Stacy or anything, but she's not ugly, bro. She's like, I would say, like, most men will find her attractive. That's where I'm just gonna leave it as that. Most men are gonna find her attractive. She's like a 6.5 from attractiveness level, and she's like short and cute, so obviously, like, so many men are gonna be after her. But so yeah, man, like, she opened up her phone, and man, like, she didn't even read like one or two messages from other people. Like, I don't know if they're guys, most likely they're guys, but She didn't even read them. And she was like, oh, I didn't even read these, you know. So it's just like, you know, it just kind of gave me a hint that I'm just not important, you know. It just gotta give me a hint that this girl is full of crap, you know. This girl is like, I'm not her priority, you know. She has other guys that are going out with, you know. And at her workplace there are so many guys, so I'll be surprised if she didn't get hit on by them, you know. And so I'm not mad about the situation, honestly. Like at first, yeah, I was kind of mad, but then I was like, dude, like, you're an inexperienced incel, you know, like involuntary celibate guy, bro. Like, and you never had luck with women, and you just, what do you expect? Like, what the hell do you expect? Do you expect like some girl just push away all these other guys and just going out with you? I didn't expect that, bro. I mean, yeah, us men, sometimes we get mad, but honestly, I'm not even mad at this point. Like, you know what? Like, she was telling me yesterday, like, oh, but let's text and we can plan something. AKA, you gonna text me. I'm not gonna text you. You gonna text me. That's what she meant. And guess what, guys? I didn't text her. I was like, nah, I'm not gonna text you, you know. She was saying like, oh, I'm a bad texter and all that. Sorry if I sometimes... I'm like, nah, that's cap, bro. That's cap. If you really like somebody, you're gonna text them back. If you like somebody, you're gonna make them priority. So that means like I'm not a priority. So why should I wasting my effort? Why should I waste my effort onto somebody that it's not worth it? It's not valuing me, you know. But she's putting up this front. She's putting up this show that there's something there, you know. She didn't tell me like she's fully interested, other than like, you know, she was telling me like she's available, she can go to this, that, and the other place. But guess what, you know, the second time that we met, she was telling me like she's going out with other people too. Like, but she didn't tell. She said like, oh, they're my coworkers, oh, they're my friends. I'm like, nah, I don't believe that. They're not coworkers, they're not friends, they're other guys. They're other guys trying to bang you, you know? And I didn't tell her that. I just thought that in my head, you know. I was like, nah, this is some crap. This is some crap. Like, I know you have other guys that are trying to bang you. That's what it is, you know. And if she was ugly, I would kind of believe it, you know, maybe a little bit. But still, ugly girls get actions, bro. Ugly girls get way more actions than an above average guy, bro. So, you know, so I didn't text her, nothing. But I'm trying to plan to, from now on, I'm planning to keep it this way. Like, trying to just go to her job and just say hi and stuff like that. Deal with her as a business, you know. And that's it, you know. I'm not gonna go out with her. I'm not gonna make her plans and all that stuff, because what's the point? Even if I go out with her, I have to pay, you know, and she's not gonna be my girl, you know. And at the end of the day, I'm not gonna get anything out of it, because like, guys, when a girl is going out with other guys, that means like you just like, if you hit on her, you're just gonna be another orbiter. You know, you're just gonna be other orbiter, and you're just gonna be another sucker, you know. And I'm guessing like she has like so many guys on rotation. I think like this is what I'm thinking. At least she's talking to like 4 other guys, you know, besides me. And I'm gonna be the 5th orbiter, you know. I'm gonna be the 5th beta, you know? So I'm like, it's not worth it, man. It's not worth the stress. It's not worth the hassle. I'm just gonna keep it this way. I'm just gonna keep it like business, you know? I'm not gonna go out of my way to impress her and all that stuff. I'm just at my job. I mean, whenever I go meet her, because I meet her a lot, because we do business, you know? So I'm thinking like, I'm just gonna keep it that way, bro, because it's not worth it. I'm never gonna be a priority, you know? I'm just the average guy. I'm not that tall, and I'm not like a factor, bro. I'm just like, I'm just a small fish in the sea, bro. That's what I am, bro. And maybe, you know, she would try to get my attention and all that stuff, and she most likely like just wants my attention. She most likely wants me to take her out, show her a good time and all that stuff, and not give me anything, you know? And like I said, guys, I'm not mad at this situation. I was mad before, but I'm like, maybe it's natural, you know? Maybe it's natural that you're mad because like somebody sells you a dream, but you should know better, you know? You should know better. Like, I mean, you're a black pillar. You should know better. That's what I'm telling myself, you know? I'm telling myself like, hey, bro, like, you never been the chosen one. You never been chosen by these girls. So why you get mad if somebody's like, if another girl is like turning you down or playing games with you, you know? Which this girl, I'm thinking like she just wants to play games, bro. And yeah, and young guys, let me tell you guys something. Young guys, I just want to give you an advice as a like an older guy, because I'm older, you know. So I'm gonna tell you something. Don't never believe what a woman says, bro. Never believe what a woman says. When a woman says like she's lonely, she's not lonely, bro. When a woman says like she doesn't have anybody, that means like she has multiple guys that she's going out with, bro, and all of them trying to bang her. When a girl says, you know, we can't text and we can't make plans, that means like you have to do all the work. She's not gonna do it, bro. She's not gonna do it. And when a girl, when you never been a chosen one, guess what? You should expect disappointments, and you should not be mad about it, you know? Because being mad about it is like you're beating yourself up. And it's not worth it, man. You're just stressing over somebody that other people having pleasure of having her, bro. So it is what it is. You know, I just wanted to give you a quick update about this situation. Let me know what you guys think, you know, about the situation. Like, she was like, weekends she's free, but I'm not gonna hit her up. Like I said, I'm not gonna hit her up. Like, it's a done deal, you know. We just like strictly keep it business, you know. But to you guys who get lucky and all that stuff, that's great, bro. That's great. Because I was never the type of guy that get lucky, bro. I was never the type of guy that got chosen and all that shit, you know? I was never that guy. So I don't know. How do you guys feel, bro? And never believe like when a woman wants to sell you a dream, bro. Because like most likely, if she's not giving you strong signs, if she's not giving you strong choosing signs, then she's not interested, bro. And if you're like an average, below average guy, if you're like under like 6 feet tall, the likelihood of you being chosen is like super low, unless like a miracle happens, bro. Like, you should always tell yourself that. When you're talking to a girl, bro, never high hopes. With these women, never have high hopes, bro. having high hopes with women is gonna crash and burn you. And you know, she's banging other guys, bro. Like, these women are like, bro, they're going, bro. She says like she went to Georgia. How do I know if there was a guy trying to bang her over there, bro? How do I know she went to a guy's house and they just slept together, right? But she says like she visited her family. Never believe these women, bro. Never believe these women. But that was a quick update. I don't want to make this video longer. And yeah, guys, like I said, man, let me know what you guys think. Do you think, like, if I'm wrong, let me know. If I'm, you know, whatever it is, you know, just let me know. And I'll keep you guys posted. You know, some of you guys like my stories about women and life and all that stuff, so that's why I'm sharing it with you guys. I think like I'm a little different type of BP channel, because a lot of these BP channels, they just like, you know, not to bash them, you know, some of them are great, you know, but you know, I know you guys are tired of BP, you know, telling the same stories. I mean, not same stories, but same thing over and over again. But I like to share my stories just to let you guys know what's going on and make it like a little interesting, because I know like nobody wants to listen to Black Pill. Like, nobody wants to listen to it, you know. Even like if you're a Black Pill, you don't want to listen to Black Pill, which I understand. You know, I completely understand. If somebody doesn't want to watch my videos, I understand. But you know, I'm trying to keep it more interesting by sharing my stories, because I'm thinking like sharing my stories is gonna help other people, you know, so not make the same mistake, especially like young guys, bro, because a lot of young guys, they're so arrogant, they so like, you know, naive to these ideas that they believe that they have a chance. They think like, oh, they're all that and all that stuff. Guess what? These women are gonna make you feel like a peasant, bro. If you think you're all that, bro, just go out there and start asking women out, and you're gonna see what happens, bro. Unless like you're extremely handsome and extremely tall and good looking and all that stuff, yeah, you're gonna get stuck in the mud, bro. But with that said, man, I'm out, and you guys have a good one, and I'll see you guys on the next one.